Merhaba arkadaşlar. Şimdi geldik görevlerimizi almaya. Buna 22 seviyesi, bir de 21. Şimdi Sebastian'a gideceğiz şimdi. Emper büyüyle öğrenelim. Neredeydi Sebastian abi? Bir dakika. Dünya haritası. Bayağı güzel. Bir sürü açmam lazım. Buraya gelelim o zaman. Şimdi böyle görev yapa yapa level alacağız.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Tutalım hızlıca süpürgemizle.
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent.
Revelio.
Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Defendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects. Incendio!
Don't start.
Incendio! Crucio! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Hadi be, bilgimizi seviyor olalım artık.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Protego! Bombarda!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a
Revelio!
tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into
Expelliarmus!
problems.
Incendio!
Old cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Bombarda! Incendio. Accio. Opening all of these is tempting. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones out. Seems odd. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio.
That's a
Wingardium
lot of bone
Leviosa.
rattle.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Levioso! Bombarda!
This archway's been barricaded. We can find a way through.
Accio! Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Daha vardı o iskelet.
Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Gel bakalım.
Revelio! Revelio! Accio! Bombarda! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio! Accio! Levioso! I need to find a safe way across. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! 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 Accio! Bombarda! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Whoa.
You've done it.
Güzel.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Imperio. Incendio. Incendio. Bombarda. Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda.
Another barricade.
Revelio.
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio. How gracious of you.
I try.
Revelio. Bombarda.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bows. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Bombarda. Protego. Accio. Imperio. Crucible. Accio. Bombarda. Incendio. Crucio. Incendio. Protego. Imperio. Petrificus Totalis. For a moment there I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Incendio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Isn't that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
I
Revelio.
can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But I have another idea. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Incendio. Crucial. Imperio. Potato. Incendio. Crucial. Sendo. Protego! Descendo! Depulso!
Confringo!
Protego! Depulso! Revelio! Accio! Flipendo! Depulso!
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
Oh, nice to see you.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this right. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Düşmanlar gelmiş.
Let's hurry.
One less human to worry about. I won't rest.
Defender!
Easily.
Stay back! Keep out the way!
There's nowhere to go.
Bingo!
We have to fight.
Keep out
Closing in.
Incendio! Defender!
Sebastian, be careful. Mine.
Incendio! Accio!
Fool! Stop provoking them!
Defender! Protego!
Handling it!
I will make you. Stop it!
Incendio!
Keep out the way!
There's nowhere to go.
We have to fight.
Keep out of short reach!
Uncle, to the right.
boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt.
Yapmasaydık öldürecektik.
Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Güzel, bunu da yaptık. Bir bakalım abi, başka ne görev açıldı? Ne yapalım?
You know, it does help when you look at them while you're stirring.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Resource indeed, your field guide. Pleased to be included.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Dur.
I'm good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Accio. Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Reparo. Levioso. Incendio.
Kapıya oluyor.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but
Accio.
something else altogether.
One less human to worry about.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine. Defender! Incendio! Bombarda! Incendio! Stupid! Enough!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Protego!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet. I feel like a character from one of the books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. Incendio!
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Defender! Bombarda!
I don't have time for this.
Incendio!
fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
How's that?
Protector! Incendio! Bombarda! Incendio! Defender!
Chill spells glance off of me. Not quite.
Defender! Bombarda!
Rather unwise coming back. Pity.
Incendio!
You can't stop us.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Accio!
This place is more complex than I had expected.
Accio! Revelio! Incendio! Accio!
This is a waste of my talents.
An intruder!
Protego! Incendio!
Well done! You won't get away with that.
Crucio!
Losing your stride.
Why have you not run away? You tend to die.
Bombarda!
How nice of you to stop by.
Defendo! Incendio!
Postponing the inevitable. You're weak, human.
Incendio!
You're like
Defender!
that was meant for me. As if you could
Protect-
best the likes of me.
Incendio!
Descendo!
Bombarda!
Me. Was that your test?
Incendio!
Chill spells glance off of me. Much too soon.
I should have been your death. You won't get away with that.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Clever.
Açıl bakalım.
Incendio!
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. Accio!
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Over here!
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift!
A welcome sight
Revelio.
indeed.
Güzel.
Can we please talk about what just
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Evet, bu bölümün de sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.